Pucci from Brazil, vastly decorated as a BJJ exponent, up against Major Overhaul, who's well known here in Singapore.
Well, Major Overhaul's only loss came at a catchweight. Otherwise, he has had a very impressive 4-1 career. And Bruno Pucci, like you said, is a tremendous, tremendous talent. He's 3-0, perfect, obviously, but he has great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu accolades and a great base to train from. Also training at Team Evolve, great training partners. So great test for both guys. Whoever comes out of this on top is going to be a prospect to keep your eye on in that weight division.
It's a good matchup, this one. Let's see how it goes, and we'll get straight to the cage.
One Fighting Championship uses the best of Eastern and Western rules. Each bout will consist of 3 5-minute rounds, with a 1-minute break in between rounds. Championship bouts will consist of 5 5-minute rounds. A victory is attained by one of the following methods: decision, knockout, submission, verbal or physical tap-out, technical knockout, referee or corner stoppage. In the event that a bout goes to a decision, the winner will be judged on the following criteria in the order of importance: near KO or submission, damage inflicted, striking superiority and ground control, takedown and takedown defense, aggression.
To beat Bruno Pucci, my opponent has to show a bigger heart, and I don't think this will happen, and I don't think anyone have a bigger heart than mine.
There's one person standing in my way to being in title contention, and that's Bruno. I feel that fighting such a skilled opponent is a great opportunity for me to showcase my own talent. I want to reach my maximum potential. That's the goal in every fight. It's not about who's the better fighter. It's about who fights better on that day. That's going to be me. My last fight with 1FC was over 2 years ago. I took that fight on short notice. I fought a weight class up. This time it's going to be different. I'm coming in with a full camp. I'm prepared. I'm fighting at my natural weight. I'm looking forward to this match. Bruno will definitely remember my name because he's in for some major pain.
For this fight with Major, I'm very focused, like more than the other fights. I don't want to step in the cage to lose. I want to win.
My opponent Bruno is a world champion in Jiu-Jitsu, but we're fighting in MMA. So when he steps in the cage, he's going to find out the difference between doing Jiu-Jitsu and doing Jiu-Jitsu with punches in your face.
Everybody say like, oh, it's not a BJJ competition, it's just it's a MMA, it's different. I know it's different. I'm ready to strike. I don't care how the fight will go, if it will go in the ground or standing up, so I just know I will win. I think for this fight, Major needs to bring his A game, because I know how bad I want this victory.
Bruno, this fight will be a war, and it's not going the distance, but the only way you're going to end this fight is by tapping out.
Of America, Major
Overhaul! 32 years old, has a 4-1 record, and the only loss on his record was to Kwek Kim Hock in the 1FC cage, but he took that fight in a heavier weight class than he's used to at only 4 days' notice. So I think we can effectively, for all intents and purposes, wipe that from his record. He's in very good shape. He beat AJ Mansour a couple of years ago. And since that loss to Kim Hock, he's had 2 quick-fire mixed martial arts wins. Trains with Team Highlight Reel, incorporates Jiu-Jitsu, Sanda and Muay Thai into his game, and is a Southeast Asian submission grappling champion.
This is going to be an interesting matchup because, like Major Overhaul said, this isn't a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappling match, and on paper, it's really kind of lopsided from a Jiu-Jitsu point of view because Pucci does have very, very high accolades in Jiu-Jitsu. Major Overhaul doesn't have quite the accolades, but this is mixed martial arts. You see guys all the time, guys like George St. Pierre, who aren't on paper as good a wrestlers as some of the guys he would take down Koscheck Fitch, things like that. So this just goes to show you that mixed martial arts is mixed martial arts, and anything can happen, and anything usually does.
Bruno Pucci, who is one impressive young man, 23 years old, unbeaten, 3-0 record, is a BJJ black belt, a 2 times no-gi grappling world champion. Submitted the previously undefeated Bashir Ahmad on his 1FC debut. All 3 of his MMA opponents have been finished with a rear naked choke. So that's probably what he'll be looking for tonight, Jason. But this man is talented. It goes beyond just the RNC.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned already, he's beaten all 3 of his opponents by submission, finished those fights. Obviously, having those strong Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu accolades, he's going to want to get this fight to his comfort zone on the ground, but he's just as comfortable standing up on his feet, being able to dictate where the fight goes.
And again, the might of the Evolve camp behind him as he comes into the cage. What a boost that is for any fighter. All of that skill and experience supporting you as you enter the cage where ultimately you're on your own. Nine years between these two then. Overall, the older man, half a kilo heavier, but he's giving away 13 centimeters in height to Pucci. This is the United States of America against Brazil.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in the 1FC featherweight division, and it's brought to you by Absolute Zero, Asia's first whole-body cryotherapy. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a mixed martial artist, standing at 167 centimeters tall, weighing in at 65.7 kilograms, with a professional record of 4 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of team highlight reel from the United States of America, Southeast Asian submission grappling champion, Major. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a BJJ practitioner, standing at 180 centimeters tall, weighing in at 65.2 kilograms, with a professional record of 3 wins and no losses. Fighting out of Evolve MMA, representing Brazil, he is the 2-time BJJ no-gi world champion, Bruno Pucci. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Yuji Shimada.
5 minutes, 3 rounds, no heroics. Do not attack growing, okay?
The action accelerates when we come back. Everyone to beautiful Singapore at the Singapore Indoor Stadium for 1FC Honor and Glory. Exciting round 1 action coming up for you.
This fight is brought to you by Absolute Zero, Asia's first whole-body cryotherapy. In the white trunks, it's Overall. In the black, it's Pucci.
That just looked like Overall slipped a little bit and lost his footing. Major's coming with some wild right hands.
Yeah, big overhand rights, way short. Quick hands, followed up with the kick. Oh, there it is. Grabbed hold of the leg and took a right hand. Pucci.
This is exactly where Pucci is going to want to keep this fight. Oh, he's looking for the back here. That's very, very tricky. He's got his hooks in. This is big trouble for Major Overall. About a minute in here, this is danger zone, especially when there's no sweat. He's got a figure 4 leg lock around Major Overall's body. That makes it very, very difficult for Major to turn in and get to his base.
6 punches came down over the right eye of Overall. Here come the rest of them, concentrating on the left eye now. Oh, what punishment to take.
Yeah, this is a very bad spot for Major Overall to be in. You know, the only thing that I can say is that, okay, Pucci's legs are a little bit better. He may abandon this and just try to get to mount.
Oh, Overall managed to get front to front, but then, oh, it's all happening here. Oh, goodness.
That was a nice reversal by Major Overall.
Rich Franklin just sitting between us, giving a round of applause to that little move.
See, you see, this is the difference between high-level jiu-jitsu. You see the guard work instantly. Pucci's trying to get his legs up. Major Overhaul has to feel confident that he survived those deep waters.
Gets a chance to breathe again. Left, right from the American.
And you can see a big difference in Bruno Pucci's his hands. Look at that, even his head movement. Good timing. He got his head out of the way and he's setting up his punches and kicks nice.
Yeah.
And Overall is just telegraphing that right.
He really is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's cocking that right hand back. And when you throw that hand and you pull it back, it's a big tell for your opponent.
What he does is he leaps in with his left foot and then throws the punch. So you can tell it's coming. It comes from way back.
Oh, big right hand!
And follows it up with a soccer kick. And that is an explosive and quite shocking finish to this contest.
That was gangster. That was crazy. Did you see that? We got to see that again. That just exploded out of nowhere. That's a huge win for Major Overall also. Bruno's a very, very tough opponent. This is a very big win for Major Overall.
That is a huge mark on his record. People think very highly of that Brazilian. Bruno Pucci just went down like a ton of bricks there. And the soccer kick is something really that's unique
Take
to
a look
1FC
here.
in mixed martial
Caught that
arts.
leg and then sweeped, and this is the beginning of the takedown sequence with some good back and forth action. He survived that back action here. This was some deep waters that Major Overall was in.
Well, there was me saying the right hand was too telegraphed, Jason, but then...
You see right here, this was the beginning of the end. That left and right hand that just went right on the chin. And then Major Overall came in with a beautiful kick.
Soccer kicks
Boom.
to the head.
Right hand.
When the opponent
Right
is
foot.
down. That's what you get in 1FC.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yuji Shimada calls hold to this bout with 2 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in round number 1. For your winner, via knockout, Major
What a big win that was. More big action to come.